me. She didn't wanna let me loose, come get me. Cause the streets await me, so I take my on safety. Cause a lot of hate me coming out of the building. They set me up.
We're coming at you from the Staples Center in beautiful downtown Los Angeles as the Clippers prepare to take the floor. With Brent Barry and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan, and David Aldridge will be joining us on the sideline as well.
And you got to like the vision for marketing. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
Lynn's shot is off. A marquee matchup tonight. Two great centers going head-to-head. Brent, talk about the attributes scouts are looking for out of modern-day centers.
I think one of the things that they look for first with regards to a big man, Kevin, is a guy who doesn't shy away from contact. I know the game is moving with a little more open pace and space, but still, your big guy's got to want to be physical because there are times in the game, whether he's touching it in the post or not, he's got to be a presence both offensively and defensively. That requires taking a few hits.
And with the ability to pass, and you know, the guys like Bogut, even in advanced age, can still, I think, make a difference in that position.
Yeah, but if you look at guys like Bogut and Steven Adams, they're still willing to sacrifice their body, not for the glory of having the ball, but everything they can do for getting the ball into open space for their guards. That means hitting a guy, setting hard screens. That physicality has got to be priority one.
Horford with a screen on Jackson. And Whiteside sends it back.
When you consider just how long and how big Whiteside is down there, it's not surprising that shot blocking is something he does well.
Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. And right now, the game plan seems to be working.
It looks like this team has finally gotten into the club and found its rhythm, trying their best to pull away.
And the shot goes in.
And Lynn is just fearless, always looking to get as close to the bucket as he can.
On the wing, Jackson. Hayward outside. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And Brent, of course, you started your career with the Clippers and played for them for several seasons. Looking back, do you have a moment that you describe as your favorite with that team?
I think my favorite moment, Kevin, was playing a game against the Phoenix Suns and ended up being a very close and competitive contest. And I ended up making a game winner against the Suns. But the coolest part about it was after the game when Charles came by as I was making my way out of the arena and came over and said, "Nice job, Rook." I appreciated that very much.
And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside.
Just active defensively here, being extremely disruptive.
Like the aggressiveness and a great effort just to get a hand on it.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Clippers will retain possession. Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And they've done a nice job controlling the defensive backboard to start this game.
And that's just good offense. Surprised he blew that one, and the defense is too.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. On its way from Hayward for 2. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Wow, huge sigh of relief for the defense on that possession. You cannot give mid-range shooters any space like that to operate.
There's a screen. Here's Lynn. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. That's on Reggie Jackson. And the Celtics franchise with the league-leading 17 NBA championships, their last in 2008.
Yeah, and with the talent and assets they possess, they might be in the hunt for banner number 18 before you know it. One of the beasts of the East, without question.
Feeds it to Markkanen. Back to Jackson. Pass to Whiteside. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 3 assists tonight.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
There's a good screen. Another shot. And that one hits back iron.
You know what? He's just stone cold right now. Really not sure if he's their best option offensively as they try to get back in this game. And I really thought he was going to send that shot the other way, but at least he forces the miss.
Well, just good timing on his part. Anytime the shooter has to adjust, the defense wins.
And forcing the miss there, he just knows how to pressure you defensively.
You hear a lot about rim protection. This is a good example of how valuable it can be.
Now here's Lamb. Defense is right there. Picked away. Lynn with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Horford the pass to Lynn. Right side Jackson. There's the dish to Markkanen. They get it again. Whiteside uses the glass to finish the layup. Whiteside's got 6 points.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to summon up a little more sense of urgency.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. That 3 off the mark.
And this quarter, he has clearly been off the mark.
And there's the call by the official. They'll count the basket here following the goaltending call.
So close to getting the block there. You can live with those calls because you'd rather have a guy playing aggressive instead of playing it safe.
Jackson kicks to Whiteside. Back to Jackson. Here's Lamb. And it's sent back by Horford.
Not in here. Just can't throw stuff up like that around Horford. He sends that one right back.
He has a little bit of trickeration with that one. Gets that one to go against the length.
Wait, did you just say trickeration, GA? I think it's a size disadvantage there that he was willing to attack, but you have to develop that skill set and have counters.
Not an easy finish right there, but a beautiful move to give himself just enough space to get in close and knock it down.
Lynn's shot is off.
And you know what? You can't get a better screen. Frees him up beautifully, but he just fails to capitalize.
Oh, man, he'd love to have that one back. He just does everything right, but doesn't get the finish.
They set the pick. Terrific design on the pick play, and he lays it in. He's got 9.
And really respect the confidence of Lynn. His teammates love how he runs these pick and roll plays.
And so it's the Boston Celtics in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. And the first quarter is in the books. Second about ready to get underway. Clippers trail by 8. Now with Whiteside, no matter what he is doing, he is always setting the tone. The way he goes about defending the rim, it's like he's taking it personally that these guys are not going to score on him.
And you know what? He's a tone setter defensively. He gives his group confidence when he's on the floor. And, you know, teams are starting to realize you simply do not go at Whiteside. The block numbers might be down, but his defensive impact is as high as ever.
Reggie Bullock is out there with Jones. Then it's Devin Harris. And it's Adebayo in at the 5 down low. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Clippers. And Lamb drops them both.
Encouraging sign there to see him knock down the free throw.
Harris passes to Adebayo. And off target as he starts the game 0 for 1. Reverses. And that's 2 points on the layup. Lamb's got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics.
This is where you got to put a body on a guy. His will is incredible down on the interior, fighting and clawing for every rebound.
There's a good screen. Harris kicks to Jones. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession. Got a piece of it. Harris outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pulls from the top of the key.
And how about marking and just lock it in on his man defensively? That 7-foot frame with his lateral movement, it can be intimidating. He's got to continue to work on that end to get better.
Clippers trail by 12. Left side, Jones. Stolen by Markkanen. Here's Whiteside. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Clippers have gone 0-3 and are still looking for that first bucket here in the second quarter. Harris outside. And stolen by Hayward. Oh, and here we go. Jackson, nobody back.
There's your run out. Great individual play.
Yeah, beats the transition defense up the floor, and then the
And thank you for joining us. For this Valentine's Day presentation of the NBA. It's a matchup you're going to love right here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge will join us from the sidelines. Today's game marks the continuation of the Clippers' road schedule. Here are the five for the Clippers. We've got Jeremy Lin. Jokic is out there with Hollis Jefferson. Then there's Horford. And it's Connaughton in at the shooting guard. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That's his first foul. Here's Lin. Out to the right wing. And Jokic wide open. He shoots. Misses the three. And so it's Boston with it.
Boy, oh boy, has Gordon Hayward turned himself into a complete offensive player? His offense has grown every single year. There's no question you want the ball in this guy's hands.
Yep, that one goes in there. Hayward's got the first points on the scoreboard for Boston.
Well, Hayward goes right up with the shot inside. Fantastic confidence in the paint.
A nice shot by Lin.
How about the screen that frees him up, though, for the jumper?
Now here's Jackson. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. Here's Hayward. It's deflected. Lin against Jackson. Pass to Hollis Jefferson. Goes up on the wing. Good. He hits the jump shot.
Well, we know this. Jeremy Lin knows how to run an offense. His ability to find the open man uncanny.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Now here's Lin. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. And it's Jokic in the corner. Just 5 on the clock. Lin kicks to Jokic. Shoots over Markkanen. Back to Lin. Some nice ball movement by the Clippers. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Jokic with this screen on Jackson. Back to Jokic. From deep three-point range. Another miss by Jokic. For the Celtics, they come into this one following a loss to the Cavaliers. Lamb. And sticking right with it, gets the foul with the bucket, and he'll go to the line.
Absolutely fearless. I mean, a nice subtle adjustment there going up against Wentz.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up his man and drains it despite having the size on him.
Jackson is doubled. Jokic with the steal. Here's Lin. And 2 free throws coming up, unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Reggie Jackson.
You have to admire Jeremy Lin. Hard work, forcing the defense to get physical with him. Nice move.
And Jeremy Lin at 6'3" with good size for the point guard position.
Well, because of that size, I think it helps him finish in the lane, certainly, even if he's got to go over bigger guys. He's also on the defensive end, got the length necessary to guard the 1 and the 2, and that's a real advantage, Kev.
Here's Whiteside, and the jam by Whiteside.
And that's up-tempo basketball at its best. So much easier to operate in the open court when a steal triggers the break.
A shot by Hayward, wide open. Buries the long-range jumper. Hayward's got his second bucket of the night.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agility.
Jokic a screen. Lin dishes to Horford. Yes! And a nice assist from Lin. Horford's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Over in the corner, Lamb. 1:49 left here in the opening quarter. And the layup's good off the glass.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
There's the pass to Connaughton. And the three off target. Celtics leading by 3. Here's Hayward. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact and he'll shoot 2. And Gordon Hayward driven to improve his game and carry this team deep into the playoffs.
You have to admire the work habits of Gordon Hayward because he went from a high draft pick to someone who has turned himself into a legitimate all-star. You love his hunger, looking within and saying, how can I be better and lead my team to greatness?
Now here's Lynn. He's definitely a factor in their offense, averaging 12 points a game. 5 on the clock. Off target from three-point range. The Celtics have gotten 7 of their first 10 attempts to fall so far. Excellent pace to their offense. To the left wing. Here's Connaughton. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Connaughton's got 6.
There's a chance he could go for a big game if they don't D him up on the perimeter.
And a wide-open look for Lamb. Boston again missing. They play the clock right, they can go 2 for 1.
Just got to time it up right.
Here's Lynn. And he uses the glass on the layup. He has 6.
And they are going toe-to-toe here tonight, guys. This thing's like a heavyweight fight.
It really is, Greg. These squads are evenly matched. They are going at it right now.
6 changes of the lead here.
Yeah, both teams still kind of feeling their way through this game.
Jokic's screen. There's the feed to Horford. Out of bounds, Boston takes possession. Whoops, they pick off the pass. That shot, no good. And that concludes a back-and-forth high. And we resume our Valentine's Day. And the Clippers decide to take their first timeout here. Doris, looking at the rich history of the NBA, seeing how it's evolved over time, what do you think have been some of the biggest changes from decade to decade as the game has evolved?
Well, for me, my fandom of the NBA began in the great Celtics-Lakers rivalries with the great players like Larry Bird versus Magic Johnson, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Worthy McHale. You know, it's always been a stars league. I think it remains as such. You can move to the 90s in the Eastern Conference with the Indiana Pacers, New York Knicks rivalries. The thing that's remained the same are the stars. Style of play, obviously, is drastically different. The athletes are getting bigger, faster, stronger. Analytics increasingly playing a part. Listen, the game is in a constant state of evolution. Like Kevin Harlan, the game gets better with age.
Oh, man. Thanks, Doris. And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. Taking a look at Los Angeles. Adebayo is out there with Jokic. Then there's Harris. Then there's Reggie Bullock. And here's Harris from the arc. Boston trailing. For 3, Hayward. It's good. The assist this time from Jackson. Jackson's got 6 assists in the game.
Well, it could have been from the parking lot for as far out as that one was. Gordon Hayward with a deep threat.
Pass to Bullock. There's the pick. Jokic's screen. Bullock, good. Bullock's got 6 points in the quarter.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And the Celtics with possession here. Now here's Markkanen. T right on him. Dishes it to Whiteside. Tries again. And another shot. And there's the bucket from Markkanen. Markkanen's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
And remember, at 7 feet tall, Markkanen is tough to keep off the board, solid at tracking down misses on that offensive glass.
And it's Bullock missing.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those. I love his shot selection today. He set the bar for the rest of the team.
Los Angeles has gone 2 of 4 from three-point range so far in the second quarter. Harris kicks to Jokic. Stolen by Markkanen. Oh, and here comes Markkanen all alone. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. It's going to be on Jokic.
Markkanen absorbing the contact. He's really good at staying with his shot through that contact. And the Clippers are known as a high-wire act, and rightfully so with their stars. This team is also one that can at times lock it down defensively. I don't think they get enough credit for what they do on that side of the ball. And Markkanen is a perfect candidate for that stretch 4. Outstanding at pulling the trigger from deep and not afraid to go inside and bang with the other bigs.
Jones checked in for Nikola Jokic. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That's foul number 2 for him. On the wing, Harris. Defended by Hayward. Bullock. They grab their own miss.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay. Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Clippers not a team known for their defense, but quite often the last few years, it's been the deciding factor for them in games.
Yeah, and I think it starts with the pressure they place on ball handlers. They can throw double teams or pick up far out from the hoop. They've got shot blocking inside to erase mistakes as well.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Celtics coach Brad Stevens is known for getting the best out of his players. He said every NBA player has an elite strength. Some of them have 10 of them. Those guys are the very best in the league, right? But every one of them is here for a reason. There are times when you can really soar with that skill. Kevin?
And that's why Stevens is already one of the best coaches in the league, David. You've talked about him for a long time, getting maximum results from every one of his players. Here's Harris. Hassan Whiteside made his last basket. Up again. Rebounded by Jackson.
And they've just tried everything to stem the tide here, but nothing seems to work.
Greg, I think this other team is just in a zone right now. They're clicking on the offensive end, and the defense starting to look frustrated.
Harris missing again.
He operates well in traffic, but still, that's just a tough play to finish.
It's deflected. It's going to be out of bounds. Los Angeles will retain possession.
And defensively, great anticipation, making a play there on the ball.
Well, superb awareness, Greg, right? Not allowing them to get comfortable running their offense, being super aggressive.
Looking at who's out there now for the Celtics. Mbaamute's checked in for Markkanen. Jefferson comes in for Gordon Hayward. And it's Malik Beasley in for Hart. Here's Jackson after the basket by Los Angeles. And it's slammed in by Whiteside.
And you just got to love the way he moved the ball. Very unselfish.
I tell you, he's looking to set up his guys as much as possible. And you can tell his teammates really appreciate it.
Fouled in the act of shooting. A three-point play chance coming up. They get Hassan Whiteside. Boston making some changes. Davis is checked in for Whiteside. Pierce comes in for Malik Beasley. And Smith subbed in for Jackson. Here's Smith. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Smith's got his first points of the game.
Again and again, they're dissecting the defense and creating those high percentage looks from inside.
Now here's Lynn. 6 points for him. Mbaamoute pulls it in.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
The Celtics shooting their 7th and 8th attempts at the foul line tonight.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Jeremy Lamb's checked in for the Celtics. And the Clippers with a change here, too. Horford's checked in. They set the pick. Lynn. Excellent D there from Pierce. Jokic with the steal. And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Lynn's running. Pass to Jokic. Stolen by Pierce. And so it's the Boston Celtics. And as we welcome you back, we begin our second half. So far, not a tightly contested game. Clippers trail by 13.
Well, the three-pointer, right? A much more significant piece of the Celtics offense. They went from middle of the pack to top 3.
Oh!
My goodness.
And this sort of awesome dunk is one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game.
Well, there's a swagger out there. You can see it on the court that they possess and are not afraid to show it either. Here is Mbamute. It doesn't go for him. So the Clippers will take it the other way. Connaughton from deep. Chris with the rebound.
And you know, he's got the ability, but the question is that really the best shot you can get?
You know, I don't think so, Greg. The defense will give up that deep a shot all day. You got to continue to move the basketball.
And the Celtics making a change here. Jefferson's checked in.
Not a lot of resistance on the inside, and they're taking full advantage.
Listen, Kev, this guy, one of the more reliable scorers in the league, night in and night out.
Smith kicks to Lamb. Connaughton. Rebound by Smith.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Jefferson, that's good.
Great beginning to this second half. Now 3 for 4 from the field.
Here's Lynn. Loses his man off the screen and lays it up and in. Lynn's got his 3rd basket of the night right there. The drive by Smith. Count it.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Lynn with it. Picked up by Davis. Horford the pass to Lynn. Pass to Connaughton. 3-pointer. But they get it back.
Boy, the way he's been going, he is not going to be the guy to turn this around.
And Jefferson wide open. He shoots. It's good. The assist that time from Smith. Smith's got his 3rd assist on the night. Hollis Jefferson can't hit.
Yeah, good interior D there prevents the deuce.
Well, if he wasn't there, that shot's going in. Love the effort on the defensive end.
And again, no good by the Clippers.
Well, 2 long-range bombs in the first, but that's stalled out right now.
Doris, you went from the basketball court right to the broadcasting booth. Having seen the game now from an analyst perspective, what might you go back and tell Doris the player?
Yeah, I'd probably tell myself to throw myself completely.
And how about just floating to the rim on that slam?
Boy, when he gets up, I mean, he gets up. Lynn kicks to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. Horford has a wide open look. And again, unable to change momentum here.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Connaughton. Off target from outside.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence this quarter. Nothing on target.
You know, they're trying to battle back, but he's missing shots this period.
Boston leading by 22. Here's Smith. Foul call that time on the way up. That'll give him 2 chances at the free throw line here. Jokic. And so he's picked up his final foul. and he will sit for the rest of this game. And the Clippers making a change here. Babbitt's checked in.
And how about the confidence that Smith plays the game with? He knows he's not the biggest guy out there, but that doesn't stop him from being the most aggressive.
There's Lynn with the three. Good on the triple. Lynn's got 11 points.
I'll tell you, he's been one area they haven't had to worry about tonight. He's been scoring at will.
Smith kicks to Jefferson. Again, the miss by the Celtics. Clippers trail by 19. And it's Connaughton missing.
And another miss. Oof. He's having a really ugly game.
Yeah, about as ugly as you can have, you're right. Now here's Lamb. He's guarded closely. Clock at 6. Jefferson dishes to Davis. And stolen by Horford. Lynn against Smith. The pass to Connaughton. Yes! And a nice assist from Lynn. Lynn's got 6 assists now in the game.
Well, Lynn has improved his passing over time, and he knows how to find teammates.
Smith, the pass to Lamb. Davis sets a screen. And Lamb kicks to Davis. Over in the corner, Lamb. Rebound by the Clippers. There's 48 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Lynn's shot is off. Here's Jefferson. So the whistle blows on the shot and 2 free throws for the contact right there.
Wow, what a long and fruitful career for Richard Jefferson. Remember, guys, this was the 13th overall pick back in 2001. He's more of a jump shooter now than the tremendous athlete, slasher, dunker he was early. I'll tell you what, he can still surprise you every now and again with a big-time finish.
Hard, he's checked in for Jeremy Lamb.
Kev, just great instincts. He knows what to do when he gets near the rim. Love to watch this guy work.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. There's the dish to Bullock. Over Jefferson. And there's the call on Jefferson. That's his first foul. 12 seconds left to play here in the third. And it's off target. Not sure why he took that one. Pierce, wide open, he fires. And so it's Boston with a sizable lead as the quarter wraps up. They're ahead 16 points. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way. And we're getting underway here in the fourth quarter. The scoreboard tells the story in this matchup, but we'll see how much things change. Here's Jackson. Taking a look at Los Angeles. They've got Adebayo. Reggie Bullock is out there with Jones. Then it's Devin Harris. Jackson. Got a piece of it. Clippers trail by 16. Adebayo. And another shot. And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him.
And you know what? Very close to a three-point play right there.
The first free throw is good. Doris with defensive rules now allowing teams to play a sort of soft zone. Does that make it easier to hide bad defensive players on your team?
Well, it certainly gives you one avenue. I don't think you can play zone in the NBA for any extended periods because the coaching is too good and the skill level of the players would destroy a zone if you gave a steady diet of it. I do believe, however, that hiding a defensive weakness comes down to personnel. How many can you hide on one particular floor? Somebody's going to get exposed somewhere if there's too many.
No doubt. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Out left to the wing. Shoots a 3. It's good from long range.
And really, as the three-pointers keep dropping, you get the sense that the frustration is mounting for the defense.
Hart, that's good.
And look at how quick he was to bite on the pump fake. Left his feet way too soon.
Harris outside. To the wing on the left. Hits the three-point bomb.
Another triple. And that's been the story of this second half.
Boy, they have consistently been draining shots from deep, and that can take the heart out of an opponent.
And pushing it up. Here's Los Angeles. Harris has got the ball. Here's Bullock. Defended by Hayward. Bullock passes to Adebayo. Beyond the arc. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Harris.
Yeah, great outside shooting. Really fueling this run.
Hayward goes in. Good work there as it goes.
Now, don't you love watching Gordon Hayward simply take over on the offensive end? I think the defense understands we're in for a long night.
And it's blocked by Whiteside. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Whiteside. Smith checked in for Hart. Feeds it to Harris. 6 on the shot clock. He kicks to Bullock. Fires the three. That one's not going to go. Now Boston takes it the other way. 22 is their biggest lead.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
On the wing, Harris. Guarded by Jackson. Jackson comes over with the double. And the Clippers miss again. Celtics leading by 10. And Reggie Bullock gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. And the Celtics making a change here. Lamb's checked in. Hayward is doubled. Oh, Whiteside in position. Swiped away. Now here's Lynn. Kicks to Babbitt. Back to Lynn. Tries a three. And Boston with the rebound. Markkanen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Hayward outside. Doris, we know coaches need to win to keep their jobs. However, they need great players to win, which falls on the shoulders of a general manager. So why are more coaches fired for poor team performance than GMs, you think?
You know, I think what's fascinating to me, and this is a supposition I've heard other broadcasters talk about, which I believe should be instituted. Instead of just showing the coach's record on national broadcast, why don't we include the record of the GM? Because the coaches are not ultimately responsible unless they're responsible for both jobs, which we do see on occasion. But to me, the general manager has a significant role to the win-loss record, and both should be included.
And maybe when the owner says, hey, I'll pick the coach, it doesn't affect you. But if you pick the coach, you're tied with that coach. You're joined at the hip.
Great point. Great point.
What a play there. The hoop plus the harm.
Free throw dropped for Al Horford.
I think one of the things organizations appreciate about Al Horford is how he is a two-way player. He's always going to give his best effort. What a pro this guy is.
Lamb dishes to Whiteside. And the call will be against Al Horford. That's his 3rd foul of the game. And the Celtics with possession here. They have a 9-point lead. Horford with the block.
How about the timing by Al Horford? Twice on the pipes, sends it back.
Bucket is good.
Defensive rebounding, just such a crucial part of the game.
I'll tell you, if you don't box out well, expect to get burned. You can't afford to give them second chance opportunities.
Here's Lamb. His 3-pointers off the mark.
The defense lost him there, and he should have made him pay.
Connaughton kicks to Lynn. We've got 1:18 left to play in the final quarter. The 3-pointer is right on target.
making a huge difference from deep tonight. That was a big-time shot.
That's where the bulk of his offense has come from, and they're going to need a few more of them before this one's over.
Jackson passes to Lamb. On its way from Hayward for 2. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them. There's the screen. In the corner, Horford with it. Lynn kicks to Connaughton. Back to Lynn. And there's the call on Gordon Hayward. That'll be his second foul of the game. Lynn against Jackson. Lynn the pass to Adebayo. Lynn dishes to Horford. 4 on the clock. Hassan Whiteside grabs the miss. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. And Markkanen throws it down.
And that's a killer instinct on display as they try to put this one on ice.
I think that's exactly the mentality you have to have. You don't want to give this team any hope of coming back.
Whiteside kicks to Jackson. He dishes it to Markkanen. That free throw good for Markkanen. Good on both. 11 seconds left to play in the final quarter. And that one is hammered home.
Well, to me, this is what Hollis Jefferson does very well. This guy, a phenomenal dunker with the ups he has.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they had the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends of the floor, completely under control for the vast majority of the game. And whenever there was a misstep, they just didn't allow it to fester, and that's why they're going to walk away with the win.
And that'll do it, folks.